recording. For Zuri's blind. Okay, so what we've got here is a Marquetti, I think it's the Divine Legacy Oracle, Ina Segal's Healing Oracle, and the Mystic Shaman Oracle. So let's see what's coming through for you. And we'll go generally in the order that I pull them from the cards and so forth. We're getting a pillar set up. Now this is interesting. There's a central theme, a central pillar coming up on this. Don't know what that's about, but this is what's coming up. There's something coming in that is, I'm getting a foot in a bear trap, and it's like your own stubbornness is causing you grief. I'm getting the image of, like, you know those old bear traps that go, and they would, like, if you got your foot in that, you probably have a broken ankle. That's what I'm getting as the visual coming through. It feels like your own stubbornness is really getting in your way, so you're going to hear me preaching at you with love, but you need to knock some of that shit off. I mean, that's just flat out it. You got the elements of fire and earth coming in from the shaman deck, just so you know. All right, this is the spread we've got. I'm going to show you because these are the cards that came out. This is the central theme, what you need to know centrally. These are the lessons, the fiery lesson, how teachable are you? This is to do with your stubbornness. Pay attention to the signs and get grounded. There's something that you're overlooking. Short-sighted is what I would call that. This isn't meant as a huge lecture to you, but this is telling you when you get too stubbornly dug into something, you are shooting yourself in the foot. It's not doing you any good. And it's something that is challenging for you. You need to let something go and be teachable. Pay attention to the signs. This one, even if you're walking through some kind of space, this is very hermit reminiscent. You can see the lantern. You can see you're walking in the dark. If you're walking through something that is not well lit up, you don't have all the answers. You don't know. You have to trust and have a little bit of faith. This is something that you're going to have to trust a little more, and very much one step at a time, very slowly, very closely pay attention. This is where it tests you and aggravates you. And we're again coming back to how teachable are you. It's time to let yourself be humble and teachable. And that's it's kind of a bitchy thing to say in a blind read, but it is what it's coming through. It's much easier for me to tell you that than to say, keep doing the same stupid thing and walk into that bear trap and see if you like that. No, I'd rather spare you the pain of the bear trap. All right, we're going down the center of the center column now. Let's look at what's going on here. There's something new that wants to come through and be birthed, but there's a projection from the past that's taking way too long, and it's creating something that feels more burdensome than you need. Now, here we have something that's trying to come through, A new phase trying to start. The projection of the past is blocking you. This is why it's coming up this way. Pay attention. What are you projecting forward? Who is running the narrative in your mind is what I'm getting. Who is running that thing after all? It should be you running the narrative. It should be you reframing in a way that moves you forward and allows you to let go of something else. And then the burden on the back. There's something that comes through, and it's like, this is some kind of a story that you were told as a child is bullshit, is what I'm telling you. A story that you were told, or this narrative, this role that you played as a child, you've outgrown. It's time to step up and step into something new and not be so stubbornly attached to whatever that was. So whether you were the smart one or the pretty one or the troublemaker or the one that's the mischief maker or somebody that's always the curious one, whatever that label is, it needs to go. It needs let go. It's creating the burden. Now let's go into the shaman's card and see what's coming through here. We got the journey, the sorcerer, the ghost dance, and the staff. And this one, the inversion on this card feels correct. The story is upside down. The strength that comes through after you look at the story through a different lens is what you need to honor. The journey doesn't ever end. It's not so much about getting to a destination, because you're always going to be growing. Like even after we're dead, we're still growing. Even after we're dead, our spirit goes somewhere and we're learning and moving forward anyway. The journey doesn't end. The story needs to be re-examined. The ghost dance is the ancestors wanting to come through, and the sorcerer. What do the ancestors want to come through? How is this? There's something about if you're walking outside and the way you move, there's something eerie almost coming through this. I don't know who it is that walks in the mists, but this is what's coming through. There is something that's the magic in you that comes through when you walk in the mist. There's something, and I would never advise anybody to go walking in the dark on their own. But there's something when you do have a walk on your own and do it safely and smartly, that it parts the mists in the mind, it parts the mists that have been there, and the ancestors and the way you connect with the divine is easier for you to do when you're walking this. What else do we got? The projection that is here, I want to see what happens with that. That wants to come. The hummingbird. Most marvelous bird. This bird can go forward, back, hover, do all kinds of agility things that other birds cannot do. But it has to work extra hard to get to the sweet nectar. It's very, very skilled at targeting and getting the nectar and extracting from a situation something that is sweet for them. And this is huge. When you let this projection go, you bring more nectar forward. This is huge for you. It becomes part of the dance, part of what you do a little differently. Yeah. Okay, Yana's in the house, and she's wanting to talk about the dance, so we're going to let her. It is the dance. It is the dance. You do it. What happens when you go walk here, walk here? You go walk, you go walk. It's not so tricky. You just need to watch where you go. If you're walking in the dark, you might not see. If you're walking in some light, if you have sunshine on you, if you're walking and pay attention close. Hey, don't have to walk in the dark, have to walk. Is the dark that you carry must go. Is how you navigate, is how you fly, is how you flutter. It's a story. It's a story you remember. Unwind. Throw to the side. It's time for story change. Time for you to move more strongly, foot on ground strong. Is very much you must be there. Is very much the ancestor, she walk with you. The ancestor, she know. It's a time for breakthrough. It's a time for crack open wide. It's a time for crack open heart. Move forward. Okay, that's complete. She's got that. She's talking about cracking open your heart in a huge way, and really walking in a way that is more grounded rather than the stubborn path. She's drawn to this, and saying your ancestors are walking with you. There's some kind of pattern that you are to be cycle breaking on this. You just don't understand why it's so hard to let some things go. Speaking from my own experience, sometimes it's hard to let something go when I know I'm right about something and still it's not creating the result I want. Sometimes knowing you're right is just, who cares? It's like knowing you're right doesn't get you anything. You might be right about a certain situation or a certain thing, but sometimes our own ego gets in our way. So whether you know you're right or whether you want it to look a little different, it might not look a little different. Sometimes you have to accept that the situation is the situation. That's just what it is. And our longing to either control or have the situation be different than what it has been sometimes is what keeps us stuck. So if you can let go of the desire to control a situational outcome, or if you can let go of the need to be right and just let it be what it is, it's okay. Sometimes that's the biggest step of faith that we can be asked to do. And that is what's coming through. To navigate like the hummingbird is difficult because they're moving their wings so darn fast to get anything, but they can hover, they can pull back, they can dive in whenever they want. They are as skilled as, like, you think big birds like a peregrine falcon. You think about the birds that hunt from the sky and, get the field mice and all that. You don't think hummingbird is equally strong. You think, oh, fragile, cute little hummingbird, blah, blah, blah. No, this one is a badass in disguise. This is what's coming up. So let that strength come through you. Let that move through you in a different kind of way. It will really serve. That's what I've got. It feels like it's very complete. And this, when you change the story, that's when the magic starts. So that's what I got for you. You are so welcome, Zuri. So welcome. That was really beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay. All right. Oh, no, honey. I'm sorry. Don't cry. I needed that unballing. Oh, I'm hoping that it helps. Okay. So believe for a blind. Let me get some water and then I'll find which decks are calling, okay? Okay. Wow. Okay. Honey, honey, honey. Oh my goodness. See if I can find the other one. It's right here. You have a lot of the dark decks coming up, which means you are doing a lot of shadow lessons. So for Believe, we are doing a blind, and we've got the Dark Mirror, we've got the Night of Illusion or something like that. This one's a Bizarro, and then the Dark Ointment, and then one more that's a Bizarro. I don't know the names of my Oracle decks as well as I know my tarot, but what you're up against is your shadow side, and you're going to be up against it for a while. We're going to them in the order that they came out, so 1 second. I believe this is the order, and then we'll go and get it done. Yeah, holy cow. You've got like half of a fan laying out in this spread. I'm going to show you what it's laid out like. So you can see it's going this way, and we're laying 5 at a time, 5 at a time, 5 at a time. This one has a heavy weight here. And then this one feels like we've got 3, and it feels like it's crossing. Okay, we'll see what we got here. Holy cow. Yeah, you're supposed to be looking at your shadow lessons in a big, big way. What we've got coming out first. Now that you've seen the shape of the spread, I'm going to flip this up so I can talk with you. All right. You've got addiction coming out and running away from something. It's like, this is almost Sneaky Pete the Thief in a darker form, in a dark wilderness going through. Yeah, the addiction, whatever it is. Now, addiction, sometimes people think drugs, alcohol, blah, blah, blah. There's just as much toxic behaviors, toxic people, or bad habits that we need to let go of as anything else. So if you get the addiction card, it doesn't mean automatically somebody's a junkie. No, no, no. But it means you're dealing with shit that you know to do better. You know to create a different habit. This is something that's going on, and it's going to cause you pain until you let it go. It's going to cause you pain, and this is going in disguise and not ready to deal with what is coming through. You've got this guy that looks like the fool wearing the plague mask here. What is it that you need to get? And this is the plague mask they would wear during the plague, and they would go collecting from corpses what was valuable still after the plague hit. And people would wear the plague masks with the potpourri in it, and they would wear thieves' oil. This is what's coming in. And if you look up the recipe for thieves' oil, and you look up, I don't know what's in it, maybe frankincense and a few other things. I don't know. It's not coming through the recipe, but look up thieves' oil. Look up those kinds of oils. It might be something in that for you. It wouldn't be coming through so strongly if there wasn't something in that for you. But what you need to do is pay attention to what it is you want to carry and what it is you don't. This is coming in very, very 7 of Swords. Next out. Who are you honoring more than yourself? Because the child who you were meant to be and who you are today are at war with each other. Somebody else's expectation on you is not serving you. The child that you were meant to be by somebody else's expectation that's gone, no. You need to go towards what it feels right and aligned with you, not what somebody else has put on you. This is huge. And then here we've got this rooted, almost falling into the roots. Here, give me a second with these. This is asking for you to take care of yourself. This is asking for you to rest. This is asking for you to observe your dream space. Observe your dream space. You might find that you're shifting through time in a different way than you expect. There is a lot of us who are in the dream space, and if you're traveling the field, you might find yourself like, I had this crazy dream the other day, and I was shifting ages and spaces. So at one point I'd be, my 56-year-old self. At other points I'd be in my 20s. And it was such an interesting thing. And it helped me remember things about being in my 20s that were the good things that I had kind of forgotten. And then like, okay, yeah, go ahead and claim that. Go ahead and claim that. Watch your dream space very carefully. This is something you're redefining here. This is huge for you going forward. This is the masquerade. You've got the hush, the quiet. This is, a lot of times people are saying, take off the mask, take off the mask, take off the mask. Know who you're playing to, know your audience, know your crowd. You know when you need to be armored. There are certain situations that you're not going to be as raw and real and open with everyone about everything. What is sacred to you, holds special to you, this is hold special to. And be prepared. You're not going to share everything with everyone. Now, this is a little bit of a grisly card, but you need to be prepared. There's not everyone around you is in your corner is what's coming up on this. Be aware, be aware. Look, these are the sirens that are trying to take this guy down, take him down, take him down. This is moving and navigating a little bit differently. Keeping what is in your heart, special to you, keep that close to your heart. Re-examining who you thought you would be versus who you are now. These are all things that you're going to be up against, and these are shadow lessons. It's like walking through a basement full of cobwebs and trying to come out of there without having some of the sticky spider web on you. You're going to have some of this sticky spider web on you regardless. That's just how it's going to go. Okay, the next one. Dismemberment. Now this is a gross card. I'm going to show it, but it's kind of gross and grisly. But I'm going to show it quick and then not get banned. But it's the torso chopped in different pieces. And then the work. Like, don't let somebody throw you under. Wrong card. Don't let somebody throw you under. You need to do the work to move forward, to move forward, to move forward. And then you have this card coming through as atonement. Now, when we break the word atonement, we have at-one-ment. Some people get this and they get the religious sense, and they'll get very Christian oriented with the word atonement. But it is to make whole again, to bring your higher self and the parts of you that you might not like, that are the shadow selves, all together. When we talk about atonement, we're talking about stories of redemption. We're talking about stories of remembering, of reclaiming. With this card coming through so strongly, and I'm again trying to show it carefully, it's remembering, re-putting together all the pieces that make you whole, bringing that together, and honoring both the dark and the light is something that is challenging. It's not just always unicorns and sprinkles and blah, blah, blah. You have to integrate both sides of yourself. You can't just have one side of a coin. A coin always has two sides. They are, the sacred and the profane are two sides of the same coin. The thing that might feel like liability can also be used as asset for you. So be aware, be very aware of how you integrate this. Okay, going forward. That's going to be the challenging one. Give me a second, I can't go forward yet. This one's been challenging. This one's coming up in March, specifically March is coming up. And this feels like, yes, you know that old cliche, beware the Ides of March? March is going to be a turbulent month for you coming up. How do you beware of that now? Just start working on dealing with the different aspects of shadow that you can understand, where you do have something you think, okay, this isn't my strength, but there might be something beautiful that comes with it anyway. And what is your strength? Look at both sides of that. Look at everything as a gift and a curse, everything as a gift and a blessing and a curse, because it's both, depending on how much extreme you want to go in there. Somebody can be way crazy, so creative, they can never get anything done, like me. I'll be super, super creative, but my sister Sam is very organized and also creative, and she can come and help me organize. It's a balancing of both gifts, even though they seem very opposite. My sister and I are very opposite each other, but they can work together really well, really harmoniously. Let that be what happens when you integrate your shadow. Let that be the gift for you. That's how you remember, reclaim, restore. And that's how you bring the redemption through. That is the atonement for this reading. Now we've got here, calling the storm. This is more than just knowing that there's a storm coming. This is summoning it intentionally. When you're calling the storm, after you've seen some of this and you've reintegrated, you're going to know when you want to bring trouble to your doorstep. You're going to know when you want to look at a shadow. You're going to know when you want to look at, yeah, I sure fucked that up and I did a good job of it. And even though I used that part of my personality that might have not been so good, there's actually something really brilliant about the way I did that. You call the storm because you are that powerful. When you recognize the power that is in you, you recognize what you're calling forward and be very aware of what you're calling forward. And then we have here, this meeting of the minds coming through here. This is two people meeting in the woods and there's some kind of plan. Call the storm forward. So if you're calling the good, if you're calling the strength that came from the really hard lessons that you don't want to repeat, you summon the strength and you call that forward and you move it forward in a huge way. You've got the cat coming in. This is somebody familiar that's a familiar devil and a distortion. So when you're making deals after March, after this comes through, and when you're dealing with others, be aware who's the familiar and who's the devil. Be very aware of this. You've got the cat and then you've got distortion. The cat, it's snuggly, it's cute, it's nice, but it'll also scratch your face off. Be very aware of this. The other things in this blind. Don't let paranoia get the better of you. This one's saying that be single-minded, single-hearted, be aligned. Don't let paranoia get the better of you. Reflections, huge important for you. Looking back towards something that has been in the past and let it not be just pain that you got here. Let it be a teacher. Let the lesson be taught and then you can move forward. And then this is the ephemerma. Ephemerma is the moody atmospheric mood. And this is calling forward. In this, it's more chariot than hearse, okay? So more chariot than hearse. Honor your dead, honor your past, honor what's gone on. But pay attention, and if you want to move forward, you have to look forward in order to do so. The ephemerma, the mood, the atmosphere you want to create. It's just like if you're decorating a house or scenting a space, this is what you're doing. And you are in charge of controlling all of this. Once you see and identify your shadow and go up against it, you're able to move forward and use it like an asset instead of just something that's the bane. That's what's coming through. That feels very complete. That is a challenging and gorgeous reading. And it feels like from now through probably end of April, but March is going to be where you're getting mastery of this. April is feeling like where it's coalescing in such a good way. So this winter, you are doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of good work. And these were all some of my darker decks. And I didn't get called to sunshine and light and blah, blah, blah. So you are up against your own shadow right now, and it's huge. And I think you're going to do just fine with it because this is a powerful space to be in. When you're calling the storm, you're not like, oh no, it's raining, I'm going to get wet. No, you're calling the lightning, the thunder, and everything else. And if you're calling for chaos to create change, don't be afraid of the chaos that you can invoke and you can create because you will create beauty out of it. All right, I'm done. I'm complete with that one. Let me get some water and we'll see what's next. All right. Okay. Okay. Paid list is open. If you want to get on the list, it's clear right now. So we'll see if there's any more paid readings that come through. And this is how you can pay and get on the list. If you're new in the room, it's Venmo at A Feisty Butterfly, Cash App, The Feisty Butterfly with the $sign before the word the, and then PayPal, afeistybutterfly@gmail.com. That was a blind reading, and that one was a little bit longer than usual, but that was a blind reading. The $30 year ahead is 2 in the middle, the 12 months around, and clarifiers. Usually it's 2 or 3 tarot decks on that one. If you want to ask a question, there's the $30 mini, $40 year ahead, and that's where I do different spreads. Like I might do 9 here, 5 through the middle, 3 up top, 3 on each side. We'll see what's going on. You're so welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. And then if you want the bones, the crystal ball, or the past life, let me know and we'll do those. And I do those with the cards, and those are $50. And those are past lives are my favorites. Sometimes they're a little bit spooky. Sometimes there's lessons that are relevant from a past life coming through today. You don't always know what's going to come through with those, but those are super, super fun. What you just saw me do was the blind readings, and whatever needs to come through is whatever needs to come through. And so there's no question on that. That's why it's called the blind read. But we'll see what's going on with that. And then if there's anything else, then we'll see what's going on. And if not, then my sister Sam and I might get out of here early or not. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. So my sister Sam's sitting across from me. Do you want to come say hi one more time? Sure. This is my sister Sam. And she is like, we really are blood sisters. I promise you.
Hello.
I'm sure people are like, your sisters? Really?
We're sisters.
Yes. So, and which of the sisters told you that you were adopted because you were the first blonde child?
Oh gosh.
Because there was 3 brunettes, and then she was the 4th in the birth order.
I don't know. It was probably Nicole.
I'm blaming Nicole or Stephanie. It wasn't me. But
well,
yeah.
I have to say though, one of my favorite things about Angie is how wise she is.
Oh.
You are.
Thank you.
You are. You know what? And I'm 52, so she's 56. And as I've gone through some of my harder chapters in life, I have absolutely reached out to Angie to get guidance, love, support. And you know
thanks.
what? You've always steered me in the right direction. She's very, very
Thank
wise.
you. Thank you.
And I love watching her do her work. It's so fun.
Okay, get out of here.
Okay.
Because otherwise I don't want to roll this thing and have your toe get crunched.
Perfect.
Okay, but that's my sister Sammy. So, does Sam read tarot as well? No, Krista, she doesn't. She doesn't read tarot as well. So far, I'm the only one of my sisters that read tarot, but I would love it if they read tarot too. That would be super cool. Because, well, I think everybody has psychic gifts. That's what I truly, truly think. And I think how you want to tap into them is up to you. How you get led from inspiration or the divine, or call it whatever you want. We are the ones that put limits on that, and it's not limited. The divine, God, creator, source, call it what you will. It's going to get the message through if you're ready. So that's how it goes. That used to happen to you because you're the blonde. Actually, it's the middle sister that was adopted. Yeah. So which one does crystals? Oh, now that's Alta, my daughter. She speaks rock like I speak tarot. She's very super intuitive, very, very, and she loves crystals and rocks. So she speaks rock really good. Like she can tell you, she'll go into like a rock shop or crystal store, and she'll tell you if it's just bogus and it's just like a phony fake or not. And she'll just like pick them up. This is crap. No, don't get this one. This one's better. So yeah, one day maybe she will. She's super, super fun. So she's the one that's flipping houses, and she's a realtor and all that. So yeah. So no, I think my sisters are pretty gifted and intuitive, more than they know, but they do it differently than me. And when they're ready to do it in whatever way, then that's great too. You need her to ship with you for crystals? Shoot me a message. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, to shop. Oh, to shop. That makes more sense. Yeah. Well, we'll have to hit her up. That's Alta. So if you ever see her in, yeah, she is the rock whisperer. She knows her crystals. So that's good. Okay. Anything else going on for today? You used to tell your younger brother that. Okay, well, I think maybe we'll see. If anybody else wants to get on the paid list, this is the time, and I'll hang out here for 2 or 3 more minutes, and if nothing's going on, then Sam and I are going to play. We're going to go do whatever it is we got to do. Phil won't recognize the house when he comes home. I don't know if we'll do that much organizing. We might have chit chat to do and all that jazz. So, hey there, Jack. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I think that's probably it. I don't have any new fabulous decks yet, but you know my little boxes that I have that are like these boxes. I have to hot glue these little dividers in, so I might see if Sam wants to do that because she doesn't have ridiculous nails on. So it might be something that we do. Hey, Queen Bee, good to see you. Good to see you, honey. So yeah, you had a weird dream last night and I was there. Oh, good. I hope we were having fun. No, my aunt that does the readings that first read for me, she told me that if I ever see her in my dreams, just know that she was probably thinking of me and she might be dreaming of me too. And sometimes that does happen. So yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. You were in my esoteric glory. Oh, goodness. I hope that's a good thing. I hope that's a really good thing. So, hope everybody's doing good. Guys, go follow Jacqueline, the Authenticity Mentor. Go follow her. She is very fun, and she's got good stuff, so go follow her. So, I think that might be it. Is that it? It might be that I'm getting hungry, and it might be that we need to go have lunch, but that could be what we're doing. I'll be back Wednesday at 11, and we'll see what's going on Wednesday. But is there anything else? Anything else?
You should let them see your nails one more time.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to get them fixed. This one had the boo-boo. And those are the Halloween nails. I know Halloween's gone. And I have one Halloween deck that's coming sometime before the end of November. But it's not going to be here in time for Halloween. But it'll be here for next year. Sure. So, yeah. But I think that's going to be it. I think that's it. All right. I guess I guess we'll let it go. I don't know. We're going to go to the Morgan Greer deck before I go. We're going to get 3 cards out from Morgan Greer deck. Heads up, I don't know why. And then Sammy and I are out of here. So let's see what's going on. 3 cards from the Morgan Greer. Now, this is a very 70s kind of a deck. Very 70s. The first time I saw this, I was like, that's very strange. But it is. Oh, how fun. We're going to have a great day, guys. We got the Ace of Coins, the 9 of Cups, and the Justice card. The Justice isn't always about just legal, or fair or karma. Sometimes it's what's coming due and overdue finally comes through. And people say getting your just desserts or karma comes calling. Sometimes we've drawn really good karma forward. This is getting your wish. This is contentment, fulfillment, and new rewards and new gifts and offerings coming through. This is huge. This is what's coming through, guys. This is big. This is a day for really enjoying what it is that's the good gifts that we have, for sharing them, and for being really mindful of how blessed that we really are. It's not so much be careful what you've wished for. It's so many things you've wished for have already come into fruition. Be very, very aware and happy because you're calling forward good things. That's what's there, guys. That's what I'm seeing. So I think that we're going to call it. Kim, I think we're going to call it the show for today. The show is the show. And so I will be here Wednesday at 11. And we'll be on and doing some things then and see what's going on then. And until then, I hope you guys have a great, great day. I love doing this with you guys. And I will see you Wednesday. Sam, you want to say anything before I go? You want to come wave goodbye?
Yeah. Let's see. No, just, you know what? I don't know how to use, I'm always in the wrong spot. No, just have a really great day. Angie is fantastic. I'm so glad she has such a fabulous community of people and friends. And you guys are so lucky. I mean, I'm so lucky too because I get her as a sister. And she's with me all the time. But you guys are so lucky too. Enjoy your time with her.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. See you guys. Much love. Mwah. Bye for now. See you Wednesday at 11. Take care, everybody.